Yo, 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 it's your girl Rose Gold, and I want to formally introduce you and welcome you to season two. That's right, two of Heartbreak Hill Podcast. Listen, I love, love, love y'all. You hear me, Heartbreakers? Season one had over 1,000 streams, only dropping August of 2019 through the end of December 2019. That is huge. That is amazing. Thank you again so much for the love and support. Keep on coming, keep on listening, and I'm going to keep giving it to y'all 110% real. You feel me? I got some hot stuff coming out for y'all in season two. Want to first go ahead and announce before we get into today's content, we are still running the contest for the beats that is going to be officially associated with Heartbreak Hill Podcast. This is big, y'all. If you got producers, if you make beats, if you know friends of people who make beats, go ahead and have them send their beats over. Heartbreak Hill Podcast at gmail.com. We will be selecting one beat, one winner, March 1st. They will get a confirmation email letting them know that their beats have been selected. We will go ahead and do copyright and all of that at that time. Please don't forget, we got beats needed for the show. We need an instrumental. It's going to be about 10, 15 seconds, not even. Send your best work on in. Heartbreak Hill Podcast at gmail.com. Okay? Now, in the month of February, since we all gonna be talking about love, I thought I would go ahead and kick this season two off talking to y'all a little something about what I like to call a trap. That's right, I said it, trap. It's a trap that we all have been sucked into one way or another, and hopefully, if you haven't been sucked into that trap or you are in that trap, I can give you some game today to help you get up out that jam. You feel me? The trap I'm talking about, y'all, today is the bond without a title trap. TRAP. Yes, I said trap. I put up a status on my Facebook page about, I say maybe towards the beginning of January 2020. And official word for word, verbatim text from the title, or excuse me, from the status says, if he wants a bond, he told you he want a bond without a title. That means he wants to freak you for free, sis. Don't let him. And let me tell you, I got a lot of backlash for that status. Don't mind me at all. I really did. I don't mind. I like when y'all express yourselves to me. It really makes me feel connected. But I got a lot of backlash from that, and I thought that I would just take time to explain. So first of all, when I say freak, obviously I'm talking about sexual intercourse, woman giving him some cuckoo, him, exchanging sex with her. But when I said that he wanted to do that to you for free, I was not talking about money. See, most people took that status to mean that he wants to, I'm telling people to have sex with men for money or have sex with women for money because I didn't really specify if I was talking about, male or female. A lot of people took that status to mean that I'm encouraging sex for money. That's not what I'm talking about. When I said that he wants to have sex with you for free, the last thing I was talking to you about was money. I mentioned free in terms of anything that is valuable, whether that means money, whether that means time, and most importantly, whether that means commitment. So the purchase that they use, that could be whatever it is that is valuable to you. That's for some women, it is money. Some women want them bread before they open them legs. You understand me? And then there's other women who want you to pay for it in other ways, as far as, being committed to them, things like that. Either way that it goes, okay? What I wanted to come across from that status is that bond without a title thing is a trap, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm telling you that it's a trap because it's destined to not go anywhere positive. There are plenty of people who start off with the bond without a title thing and they end up making it into relationships. I'm not saying that it never happens. I'm just saying that it's highly unlikely. And if you're dealing with somebody who's telling you that they want to bond but don't want no title with you, they run a game. Let's get on into it even further. What do I mean by they running game? I'm telling you that a person who tells you that they want to bond without a title is running game on you because there is no requirement on the end of the person who's calling those kind of terms. So just because I'm a female, I'm going to go ahead and use a female example. But this definitely applies to females as well as males. Okay? Please understand that I'm not just trying to single out men. I'm talking about everybody. Everybody play these kind of games. Okay? When a person tells you that they want to be They want to have or excuse me, a bond with you, but don't want to have no title. They're telling you that they don't want to be committed. They want to see what things go, and they rather have it start off on a light level before they escalate into a relationship. That's not wrong. What's wrong is that within that bonding that they're telling you about, they're acting like they're in a relationship with you. So you can have somebody who is telling you, I don't want a relationship. I want a bond without a title. And they'll be doing everything that people in relationships do: sex, food, money, conversation, clothes, shoes, time, events. You even meet their family. But all in all, you still have to remember that you are not with this person. So that means that everything that they are doing with you, that person has a green light to talk and do to the next person. You understand what I'm saying? And you may be thinking, well, if he or she decides to do that, then I'll just move on. Yeah, you could just move on, but why even get yourself into that relationship in the first place? Because it's still a relationship, even though it has no title. You still are communing with another individual, and you guys are still spending time together. So if it doesn't bother you to have the person that you're doing all of these things with do it with somebody else, then you should just not be bonding with anybody. You should just continue to be doing exactly what it is that you're doing. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I don't want to make it seem like I'm trying to tell everybody to just hop into relationships, because I agree. I strongly feel that there should be a bond between two individuals before they decide to get into a relationship. I'm not saying that that's wrong, but what I am saying is that this generation, our generation of people, have never learned how to properly date. And so what happens is we have all of these peoples, all of these couples, all of these situationships of people who are coming together with a very, very shaken and not solid foundation, and that is contributing, y'all, to the single parent household. I'm just keeping it real. And if you fine with having a single parent household and all of that, that's fine. I'm not here to bash anybody. And I damn sure ain't here to judge nobody. I'm not qualified in that area at all. But I do want to give you insight into long problems that can happen off of things that may not seem as bad. It don't seem bad to have a bond without a title, but it's bad if you are doing title things. If you got you a man and he telling you he don't want to be in no relationship, he rather just see where things go, there should be things that you should hold back before that title is awarded to you. And it's the same if you got a female. If you got a female that you're dealing with and maybe, you spending a few checks on her, you taking out, you doing this and that, and she's telling you that she wants to have a bond without a title right now, that's fine. But there should be certain things that should be withheld until that relationship title is granted. Y'all feel what I'm saying? So, for example, I remember in my early 20s, I was in a situation where I really liked this guy. He told me he didn't want to bond. I mean, he didn't want a relationship, but he wanted, you know what I'm saying? He wanted to bond with me. He wanted to be with somebody. Okay, I didn't know that bonding meant giving so much of myself. I didn't know that bonding was supposed to be a friendship. That's what bonding really and truly should be. And when you have sex with your friends, you complicate things. Okay? You turn somebody who could have potentially been something good for you into somebody that now you owe something to. And why do you owe something to them? Because whenever you have sex with somebody, you create a soul tie, and either you owe them an explanation of cutting that soul tie, or you owe them an explanation of making that soul tie stronger. Whatever the case may be, for y'all, I'm telling you, bonding without having a title with somebody is a setup to get you to invest more than you should without having a relationship. Now, let me go ahead and address a few other areas. Because I already know, I hear a lot of people already saying, well, just because you have a title with somebody doesn't mean you're going to be happy. You can have a title with somebody and they still cheat. Or people have titles all the time and it still doesn't work out. Let me tell you something. This is not a technique of manipulation. You don't tell somebody, or you don't get a title with somebody or get into a relationship with somebody and title it because you want to stop them from doing certain things. Oh, no. And if you heard that that could happen, you are sadly mistaken. A title does not change a person's behavior. Please be clear. You cannot turn no hoe into no housewife, just like you can't turn no trick into no husband. So I'm not trying to tell you all to give these titles to change the behavior. What I'm telling you to do is to put titles on the things that you want to advance. Because what titles do is it holds the other person and you accountable for everything that they do and say. That is what commitment is about. That's what being in a relationship about. That's what the title is about. When you got a mug that's dealing with you and it ain't no title, if they have the next person in their bed tomorrow, you would be a fool to say something. Why would you be a fool? Because you're dealing with somebody that's being honest with you and telling you what they want. And because they're being honest with you and they're telling you what they want, you can't be upset if you've agreed to those terms and they are doing those things with somebody else. You just can't do it. You're wasting your time. And so I'm not saying to, give a title so that you can have, make somebody into something that they not know. But you do deserve assurance. I hear this a lot when it comes to marriage. Well, yeah, the title don't mean nothing if the story not happening. Let me tell you something about that whole thing. Because see, people like that think like that. They the same people that try to say like, oh, marriage is a piece of paper, and the title girlfriend and boyfriend is just a title don't mean something. Let me tell you something about people like that. Okay, people that are serious about where they want them to go with their life don't think like that. Because they know that when it comes to being committed to a person, whether that's in a marriage or in a relationship, okay, it does not matter what the story is being told to somebody else. That title that you have on that relationship is going to hold you accountable to that person. And that's what I believe all of us, especially us women, deserve. So if you got a guy and you like him and you want to get bonding with him, bond with him. But keep that cuckoo to yourself. Keep all your nice gifts and dinners to yourself until that person deems you to be a part of a relationship with them. And what happens when you do that is you get to see things that you would not have seen. When you wait to have sex, like before you're in a committed relationship, and I'm only saying sex because for some reason that bonding thing, it's all centered around sex when we're not talking about it in terms of friendship. Usually when I hear people say I want to bond without a title, they're not talking about just talking on the phone and chilling. They talking about getting nasty on. You feel what I'm saying? So when you hear me referring to sex, that's what I mean. But when it comes to sex and you having sex with somebody before you guys are in a committed relationship, that good sex will blind you to the things that you need to be paying attention to. Okay? So I mean like, that person's character, their integrity, they trustworthy, are they honest? All of those things, having sex too early or bonding too extreme with a person like that too soon, before you are committed to a person, you create confusion in your own life. You understand what I'm saying? I've been there. You understand what I'm saying? The title could very well just be friends. Okay, so when I say give a title to what you're doing, it could very well be friends. It could just be friendship. It could be the title. That's fine, but define what friendship is. Don't give your body to nobody who does not want to commit to you. If you that horny, you need to go see somebody about what's going on between your legs. You understand what I'm saying? Let's get this down. Let's go ahead and get this down, y'all, because it'll help problems in the future. And now we got another generation of children coming up behind us that's doing the same thing. Now we have all of these fatherless homes. We have the record number of motherless homes in a very long time. Go ahead and look those stats up. There has been a record-breaking report of motherless homes in the last century than there has been in a very long time. I really strongly feel like all of these situations that are happening, of course, there are other factors. I'm not ignorant. I know that there are other things involved. But I really feel that if we could just get a hold on what it really means to date, what it really means to be in a committed relationship with somebody, we can possibly, hopefully, go ahead and get this, number of single parent households down. So when it comes to, being with somebody, bonding without a title, and that's something that you guys agree to, what does bonding mean? What would be the proper way to bond with somebody? For me personally, I think that bonding with somebody would be spending time with them, getting to know them, maybe out in public, maybe out in private, but it does not include the bedroom. It does not, it should not include me or you having to spend money on somebody. It should not include any sort of pressure. You understand what I'm saying? And I feel like if you are, dealing with somebody who is telling you that they want a bond and no title, you should really, really, really ask for clarifying questions on that. Okay? My uncle Dante told me when I was younger that everybody is meant to be used, just not misused. Okay? If you're dealing with somebody and you giving them your body, you giving them your time, you giving them your money, you giving them your love and affection, and they not giving you no title, they misusing you. Understand what I'm saying? A fair exchange ain't no robbery. If you giving all that and you ain't getting nothing in return, you being robbed. My boy, my girl, you being robbed. Understand what I'm saying, man? And if you are one of those people who believe that, hey, I'm not ready to be in no committed relationship no time soon. I want to get my roll off. I want to get my money, and I want to just be single, and I want to do me. That's fine. Just be clear about that. Be very clear about that up front, because you don't want to plant false seeds of hope with somebody that eventually they'll get to the place where they're never going to get to, because you don't want that. So it works on both ends, and I think that as we continue to grow and we continue to learn, we'll understand that as we get older, you guys, these things they don't change. Players change, but the game remains the same. And from the beginning of time, the oldest trick in the book has been, I want to be with you. I don't want to be committed in a relationship right now. And if you go for that, you are setting yourself up for turmoil. And I'm just here being real with you. If you are one of those people that's okay with that, get with somebody else that is okay with that, and that's that. That's fine. But if you're not, if you know where you want to go in life, if you have plans, if you have goals, if you have desires, if you have dreams, if you have stars that you want to climb, okay? That bond without a title thing is not going to work for you. It's going to distract you. I'm telling you what I know. How you do one thing is how you do everything in life. Understand that. So if you are behaving this way in your dating life, you are uncertain of where you are headed with this person. You got a bond, not a title. You just hanging out, see where it go. I guarantee you, I bet my last $100. That same wish-washy mindset will start to seep into other areas of your life. Now you don't know where you want to go with your career. You just want to see where it go. You're gonna work this job and see where it goes to the end. Same could come excuse me, when it comes to schooling. Okay, well, yeah, I know I want to be in school, but I don't know what major I want to do. I just want to kind of see where it goes. You don't have time for that when you're a person of purpose. Understand? You don't have time for that type of wishy-washiness. You don't have time to see where it goes. You need concrete. You need definite. Life is going to be uncertain on its own. Trust me on that. Anybody on here that's listening to me that they made a plan, you already know that it's uncertain and that life already comes with tricks and trades of its own. So do not confuse it even more by being intimate with somebody who is not sure what they want out of you. Make them be sure. Understand that. And again, this is for men and women. Be sure about the person. Because even they could change. You could be 110% sure about somebody and that could change up. And I get that, okay? This is not a prevention policy that I'm giving you. All I'm telling you to do is to make sure that the person that you with want the same thing that you want, and that what you giving is what you getting in return. Now, if you got a low body count and you dealing with somebody who telling you they want to bond without a title and they being single and they doing them, the worst thing that you could do is try to keep up with them. All you're going to do is add to your body count. Keep that body count low. You deal with people according to how they should be dealt with. And just remember that you are valuable and you are worthy. And don't get caught up in that bond without a title mess. Alright? Now, Valentine's Day coming up. It's important that y'all know this. Don't be spending no whole lot of money on somebody who telling you about that bond without a title mess. Alright? Don't be over there buying lingerie and get sexy and bouncing it all on. Don't be doing all of that. You're going to be hurt in the long run. You understand what I'm saying? Because 9 times out of 10, what happens is that those people eventually do end up committing. But it's usually to the people that require that. And if you're not one of those people that require that, then honey, you just not gonna be the one that's chose. And that's cool if that's what you want. Listen, again, I'm not qualified to judge, man. If you want to be single and do your thing, then do you. But I'm talking to the people specifically who are in places in their life where they want more. They sure about every other area of their life but this relationship. If that's you, I'm talking to you. And the first thing that you should do if you're in that situation is you should pray. You should ask God for clarity, for wisdom, and understanding of exactly what's going on in your life with this person, exactly where this relationship is going to go. And God going to give you the wisdom. He going to tell you what to do. It's just up to you to follow it. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, man, I'm just a messenger. I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to put nobody down, but I'm here to wake you up, baby. I'm here to let you know the things that your friends and family ain't going to tell you. They're just going to talk about it behind your back. That bond without a title thing is a trap. If you want to bond with somebody, define what bonding is. Be clear about what bonding is. Keep your cuckoo to yourself, man, until they ready to be committed to you. And if they not ready to be committed to you and you want to throw that thing, then throw that thing. But just be aware that it's a high chance that you're going to stay in the throw that thing category. You feel me? Listen here, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you decided to be here with me. I love you so much, Heartbreakers. While you are listening, do not forget, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Heartbreak Hill Podcast. Check us out on Instagram. We on Twitter. We on Facebook with it, Heartbreak Hill Podcast. Like us. And while you at it, shoot us an email. We would love to have you on the show for an interview. I got some hot interviews coming this summer. You want to go ahead and discuss some content, you want to be an interviewee on the show, shoot us an email, heartbreakhillpodcast@gmail.com. Y'all go ahead and enjoy y'all Super Bowl Sunday. God bless. Love and peace.